Hey, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Ebony. I am the CEO of Ebony's Mobile Notary, the founder of 757 Notary Sisters. Thank you guys for being here on this good old Friday evening. And you guys, today we are in for a real treat. You guys know my story that I was YouTube hunting in my journey, and one of the people who I came across was D'Signs on my weekly rants. And she would just go in, share her story, how her weeks went from week to week. And I was like, oh, I can do this. She doing this. And every week she kind of just encouraged you to stay the course and what she was going through. Actually, like she would be showing, I'm in my car. I'm dropping these documents. I got to go do this. Like if catastrophe happened, she had it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. But she made it better. Like, okay, this is what you do. This is how you handle this situation. And I was hooked. Got the opportunity to meet her in Vegas, y'all. And starstruck. Couldn't even say everything I wanted to say. She came to my brunch. I had a brunch in Vegas and she came. And I was like, oh, hi. But I've been able to watch her go through this journey and just level up. She is definitely goals, you guys. A lot of people use the I'm married, I got kids, I can't. Yo, she got all of that. And I watch her travel. Like she'll be like, me and the family off to Cancun. I'm like, what? I can't even get to the 7-Eleven. But she is amazing. So we are going to have just notary chit chat. I just want to really talk to her and just really get down to the nitty gritty on what does your day look like. You know I'm stressed out in these notary streets. You do it with so much grace. What does that look like? Like, oh my gosh. And through her journey, she's been very transparent. She's been through some things, and it's just been amazing to watch her just keep going. I'm like, yeah. So anytime that I feel like giving up, I know that I can go to Instagram, I can go to YouTube, and you guys, I posted all her social media links in the description bar on the YouTube channel. So please follow her. She does these lives. I don't even know how you do that live on Instagram, and I can just keep watching and keep clicking. You're going to have to tell me about that in just a minute. But she will encourage you and really show you the ins and out and the reality of this thing. So I am going to bring her up. You guys, welcome Miss Dominica Robinson.
Hi. Hello. Thank you for that very warm welcome. That was so sweet. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well on this amazing Friday.
Yes, happy Friday.
Yes.
Lord. So what are you doing? Well, it's afternoon there. So
yeah, it's 5 actually. It's 5 o'clock here. I'm in California for those of you who do not know. I'm a Californian girl all the way through my whole life. I'm just California runs through my veins.
in Cancun.
Yeah, I love to travel. I've always loved to travel. It just gives me life. It's like breathing. So yeah, you always gonna catch me somewhere around the world.
So tell us about your journey. Like, what made you start this?
So my notary journey started with just me kind of brainstorming of where I was going in business, because I'm not a new entrepreneur. I've always been an entrepreneur. I've always had various businesses. And I've had a lot of failures in business. Businesses I had previously just didn't do well. And so I got to a point where, I had a little point where I was just thinking, well, maybe entrepreneurship isn't for me. I've tried different things, didn't work. And so I was just like, I'm just going to work my little job and always do well in the workforce and promote and, doing well, made great money, all that stuff. That was never an issue, but it just, it just don't really be me, like I know inside I'm like, you supposed to be doing something of your own. I've always known that. And so I started digging back, like, what do I want to do? I absolutely love real estate. I've always loved real estate. I started buying property when I was 22. I'm now 43. So I've always had a love for it. And so I thought like, oh, maybe I want to be a real estate agent, you know? So initially that's what I thought I was going to do. And I started following well, I can't even think of his name right now, but he's really big in the real estate world. And he said something that like really resonated with me. He was like, whatever you do, you know, like find a blueprint and follow it, you know? Mm-hmm. And that just kind of stuck with me. And I was like, thinking at that time I was going to take the real estate exam, and it just, something inside of me was like, it's not really a good fit. And as I was doing my research on becoming a real estate agent, that's how I stumbled upon loan signing. Like I had absolutely no idea. Like it was a thing. I never made the connection. Even being on the opposite side, I've bought properties. Like I said, I've signed documents myself, but it never clicked. Like that was a whole business. You know, that never clicked. And so, you know, I started seeing videos popping up, and I started doing my research. I'm really big on research. Like I'll dive deep into anything and really research it. And I was like, wait a minute, you know, it clicked to that based on like my personality type, I thought this would be a better fit for me than being a real estate agent. You know, I kind of came to that conclusion. And, you know, I jumped in. I took the loan signing system course. Everybody knows that, I'm sure.
Yes. And if I can drop your link too. I didn't have your link, so I didn't put that for loan signing system.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Are you coming to the conference?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll be there too.
Yeah, so it'll be good to see you again in person.
Yes.
So yeah, I just started, and I didn't sign up right away. Like I said, I'm really big on research. So I literally I watched all Mark's videos. I was just doing all this research, and then I was like, oh, I think this is gonna be like a thing, you know. And from, like I said, my previous experience of having businesses that didn't really do well, I kind of kept it to myself. You know, I was like, you know, because my husband, I was like, I'm not going to say nothing to him yet, because, you know, I've done things and it didn't work. So I was like, I'm just going to be low key about this for a while. And, you know, took the course and started, you know, jumped out there, and I started, you know, getting notifications like everybody does. And I was scared at first. So I would get them, I would just ignore them. Then I was like, I don't care. The next notification I get, I'm gonna take it, you know. Jumped out there, took my first signing, everything went well. And initially it was just like, oh, I'm gonna supplement my income. You know, I made like a little goal for myself. Oh, let's do like $3,000 a month, supplement my income to pay off some debt. That's really how it started. I had some credit card debt. I was like, oh, I need to eat this debt away. Okay, if I do this many signings and make this amount a month, I could pay this credit card off. And that was really it. I wasn't really thinking like, I'm gonna have this, you know, flourishing business. But as I just continued to press into it, I realized like, wow, first of all, I really, really love this. And I have been really searching for something that I love. You know, like everybody talks about finding something that you love. And I was just kind of sifting through life, like didn't really have that. And so I was like, dang, I really, really like this. And I was really good at it. You know, we have to be honest with ourselves. It like feels good to find something that you're good at, you know? Mm-hmm. So I was really good at it. I am really good at it. And I, like, a little different from other people, I kind of right away started getting direct business. Like,
yeah, me too.
Yeah. Maybe within like the first couple months, you know? So I was like, oh, okay. And so I just kind of jumped full-fledged because I saw like, okay, my mentality was, oh, I'm just doing this to supplement income. But then I started seeing the bigger picture, you know, and so it just didn't make sense for me not to press into that. And that's what I did. I pressed into it. I'm still pressing into it, you know, like here I am 3.5 years later, and I'm just blessed that it's continuing to grow. I continue to, you know, make goals for myself and just continue to press forward. So that's kind of my story in a nutshell.
Okay. And let the people know you're married. You got how many children?
I have 3 kids. Yeah, 23, 14, and 6.
All right. And so 3 years ago, that was like a senior in high school. That was a lot going on when you first started.
How when I first started,
juggle all of that?
It's always a lot going on. That's just off top, you know. Everybody asks me that question, and sometimes I have to ask myself that question because I'm like, how am I doing all this? But for me, I'm just a very determined person. So if I say that I want to do something or if I'm going to accomplish something, I'm going to do it. It doesn't, I'm just going to figure it out. You know what I mean? I'm going to figure out a way. It's not going to be like, I can't do this because X, Y, and Z. It's like, no, I want to do this. I'm going to do it and I'm going to make it happen. So I have to say I have a lot of help. You know, when I first started, it was a big adjustment for my family because I was mostly home a lot. I worked from home. My job was remote. So they were just used to me being home a lot, cooking every day, doing everything to get done. And so when the business really started picking up, I was like not here a lot. I wasn't cooking as much as I used to. And so there was like an adjustment period there. They were like, wait a minute, like what's going on? But we just had to communicate. It became a conversation like, hey, look, this is turning into something a little bit bigger than I initially thought. And I think there's potential for it to be really, really big. So I just need everybody to kind of be on board and help me out. And so, my husband stepped up. He started helping a lot more around the house. I became not afraid to ask like friends and family members to kind of pitch in. And, I might need somebody to go pick up, one of my kids because I got to go do a signing or whatever. Everybody, like my team, my family, they just all jumped on board and really helped and supported me. So I would say that's really how I do it. I have a lot of help. I have a lot of support. I kind of think that that's essential.
Okay. Yeah, and I get it. I get everything that you're saying. And that's the reason why I like to bring other people on, because I'm not married and my daughter is 20.
Okay.
I started this journey when she was a senior in high school. I'll tell anybody, I missed that whole senior year. I was doing signings. I missed out. I mean, like literally came from a signing and slid into her graduation at like right when it started.
I feel you.
And so for me, I can get up and I tell people, I could take a signing at 10 o'clock at night. I could take those last minute signings because I don't have to, I don't have to worry about my daughter. She's grown. Right. I like to bring people on that, or either I like to talk to people that are still successful and have children, or have a husband or significant others, and that are going through real life. Because over here, Ebony bored. I just it's either I'm in a signing, I'm doing something for 757, or either I'm sitting here just little old me.
Right.
So it's definitely great to connect with people that have different walks of life and that can encourage and motivate. And one of the things that Griff says is to make sure that when you do enter this business that you talk to your family about it. Because you can be, I know who, baby. And like for me, my max now, I won't take no more than 6 in a day. But like at first I was taking like 8 and 9 and I would just be worn out. Or either people like even my daughter sometimes, she'd be like, are you going to work? Because I'm not leaving, or either because I'm popping in and out. She doesn't understand like this is work.
Right.
So, we try to, you got to have those conversations. Especially if you want, great success. I know it's a lot of people out here that's like, oh, I don't know what to do. So like somebody even just said, what do you say to a person that really doesn't have support? You have to make a plan, and you got to, get you a support system. At least I would. I think if my daughter was younger, say if I had a 6-year-old, I probably would hire somebody, a daycare person, or, I would only be able to do sign-ins between X and X and have somebody watching her or picking her up from school. What would you say?
Yeah, that's such a tough question. I've had people ask me that, and I'm going to answer it, but I tread lightly with it because I empathize and I understand some people literally may not have anybody. There's people out there that don't have anybody to help or ask, and so in those situations, I would say if you're in a situation where you have absolutely nobody, no friends or family that you can ask, first of all, before I answer that part, I want to say sometimes I even went through this, like, don't be afraid to ask, because some people say that they don't have anybody, but there may be, if you can kind of get creative, you might have a cousin you could trust, or a neighbor, a church friend, or somebody. But sometimes we just don't want to ask for help. So make sure it's not that, and then of course make sure it's somebody you can really trust if we're talking about children. But don't be afraid to ask, because I was like that. And then the more I started talking to some of my friends, they needed help as well. And so we kind of started helping each other. Or, I have a cousin, our young kids are the same age, and we kind of help each other. And so don't be afraid to ask for help. I'll say that.
Closed mouth don't get fed, right?
Yeah. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And then if you feel like that you're in a situation where you literally just don't have anybody, and your kids are, at an age where they're school age, I would say just, if you can, try to just work it around their schedule,
Right.
Because I have a signing service now, and I do have notaries who sign for me, and they're in those situations, and they can only take signings between certain hours because of, their children and their daycare schedule or what have you, or their kids' school schedule. And, like when school is out, some of them, their availability is limited, but they're always, with this business, it's just like there's always signings at any time,
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like when your kids are in school, or you're going to be able to fit a signing in. People are always like, well, I can't do it because, I'm not available during these hours or this hour. But it's like literally there's a signing available at any hour, 6 a.m, 10 at night. I mean, it's the most flexible thing I've ever seen.
Definitely.
So, that would be my suggestion. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Get creative. There's groups out there even that I've seen, for single parents. If there's single parents out there feel like they don't have any help, there's like support groups. There's like little meetup groups that you can meet people that's in your own like little area or neighborhood that you can kind of get to know. Maybe you guys can help each other out. You just have to get creative.
Yeah, definitely. Or either find, or either what I would do, I would share my experience. Look, this is something that I got. Maybe we help each other out.
Right.
We go through this process. You watch the kids, I watch the kids. I would figure it out, because this is a beautiful journey.
Yeah. Even in the notary space, I've met and connected with so many other notaries, and we know the business, and we can support each other. I've developed friendships with other notaries, and so
definitely. And it's always nice to speak to somebody that speaks the same language as you, that understands what you're talking about. Somebody asked me, are you still getting 6 signings a day? Oh yeah, no, I don't do 6 signings a day anymore. Well, I mean, if I wanted to, I guess I could. I do turn down a lot. All things Netta Jean. I'm not sure if you're in the Facebook group, but now I started off, when I had just Ebony's Mobile Notary, it was 6 signings a day, all day, every day, because that was my only stream of income. But over the last year, I've been able to add multiple streams of income. So therefore, I don't have to go so hard on making sure I get, say, 6 signings a day. But that did used to be my number. That was my number for a very long time. Now I just would like to do 6 a week. And I definitely can manage that. I did take off this week. This week I only did 1. This is the first week. I always say it. I'm like, y'all, I'm taking off next week, and I always do signings. But this is the first week that I really did take off. But I did do 1. And that was because it was for one of my favorite attorneys. And I was like, I ain't about to tell her no.
Right.
But like next week I'm full. I have my regular full week of signings. Let's see. Let me see. It's extremely hard. Made it through pre-K all day next month. Okay, so So when those kids are in, she said her baby's going to pre-K, or is that K4 next month? Yeah. So there you go. So you'll be able to do it then. Once you have that baby all the way into pre-K, and you'll be able to do those. So school is like 8 to 3 or something.
Yeah. And I would say too, don't put pressure on yourself to like think about what I could be doing if my situation was like this. I used to do that a lot too. Like just focus on what your current situation is currently and work with that. Like I used to be like, dang, I wish I could do signings at this hour, but I have to do this. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I think we get too caught up on that, like thinking about what we can't do because of the circumstance that we're in, but just, you gotta not put your energy there and just work with what you got.
Right. Definitely. Definitely. So you said that you do have a signing service. What made you go into that realm?
Well, I got tired of turning down signings and because I'm only one person, and so as business continues to grow, like you can't I got to the point where it's like like you said, you could only do so many signings in a day, number one. And then I would get signings for areas that is just like really kind of far out for me. When I first started, I would drive up to an hour. I don't do that anymore,
Right, right. Me
And
too.
so I wanted a solution for that. Like, I don't want to drive an hour away, but if I have a notary in that area, they can go do it. Or, like I said earlier, I love to travel, and I got tired of me and my family will be gone for like a week or two and not having any signing income during that time. That was eating me alive, I took a long time. I shouldn't say a long time, but I took longer than I took a while to start the signing service because at first I was like, I don't want that type of stress. Like other signing service owners I know, they always
Right.
seem so stressed out. And
Yeah.
so I kept shying away from it because of that. I was like, I don't want to be stressed out like that. But it just, like I said, the too many signings, I'm doing the math, like all these signings I could be filling, So
Mhm.
I finally jumped on board, and I kept my signing service state specific. I was only doing California. And just this year, I've decided to jump outside of that realm just because, there was a little slowdown in the market, of course, or the market's kind of normalized. And so I'm like, okay, I have to now, put myself out there a little bit more to see how I could continue to grow my business. So that's the only reason why I've opened myself up to doing signings outside of California for my signing service. But yeah, it's actually been not as stressful as I thought it was gonna be. It is stressful. It is like, and I only say stressful because I don't like things. I'm kind of like a control freak, and so
Me too. That's
having a signing service, so many things are outside of your control. And if I'm
Mhm.
perfectly honest with myself, that was really why I was like, I don't want that, because I knew like my control issues, and so it's helped me with that though. It's helped me to let go of a lot of my control issues and be okay with circumstances I can't control, and just knowing like, okay, we can fix that. It's fixable. Like, I haven't ran into anything yet that's not fixable,
Mhm.
So that's the stress has kind of subsided because of that. I've let go of like things I can't control, and if something happens, we fix it and we move on. That's it. So
Wow. Yeah. You were goals. You were definitely goals because I got control issues.
yeah.
I tested it one time and
Hmm.
I had one of my, I couldn't take a sign and I was way out and
Hmm.
she really wanted it done, but I knew another notary that I was mentoring.
Hmm.
And I was like, can you want to go and do it? We worked it out. And I was like, okay, this is going to be the test. Well, the whole time that I was out doing my signings, I was so worried about what she was doing.
Hmm.
And then I had, and again, I still not regret it, but it's a control issue. Bring
Hmm.
me back those documents. Let me look over them.
Yeah.
And then I even shipped them back. I was like, I'll ship them back.
Yeah.
Like
And
it was,
so, yeah,
ooh,
I was doing stuff like that too. And it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. If you're gonna have a signing service, you gotta get that out of your mind. I was doing that too. I was having all my notaries scan me their documents so I could check them first, and don't drop them until I check. It was just, and it was putting so much extra work on my plate, and I was doing so much extra work, and it's just like, dang, by the time I'm doing all this extra work, I need to be
you may as
and
well have
based,
did the signing.
yeah, but yeah, based on what I'm paying y'all and what I'm making off the sign, I'm like, wait a minute. So I had to reevaluate that whole thing, and I can't do that anymore. And since I've let that control issue go, that control component go of it, yes, now I do get errors that come back, and I just have to be okay with it and learn. I've just accepted that's just part of it. If you have a signing service, notaries are going to make errors, and you got to fix them, and that's it. That's just the part of it. If you're
Yeah,
not
and this,
okay
yeah,
with,
she did great. The notary
yeah,
that I had go out, she did great. She didn't have any errors. The documents
so
were
you didn't have
fine,
nothing to worry about.
and I didn't have anything to worry about.
Yeah.
But I was at that point, I was just like, I'm not sure if I could release enough control to start a signing service.
Hmm.
And I mean, and I take it into consideration, and you know, you're learning and growing every day in your business, and who knows what the future holds. I know that you offer like mentorship and you coach other notaries. What is that like?
That's like one of my favorite, I would say like my favorite part of the business outside of signing. I love to do signings because I love to like interact with people at the signing table. That's always entertaining and kind of fun for me throughout the day. And the coaching aspect is, I love that part of it because I just love to see, one of the main objectives when I decided to start this business or just business in general, I had in my mind, like I just really wanted to be able to help other people. Like I really wanted to be able to put other people in position. So for me, that's what success, like a big part of what success is. I don't want to just be doing well and being successful on my own. Like I want to all my friends to be successful, all my family to be successful. And so that part of it is like my favorite part because I've had now, oh gosh, probably at least 20 notaries that I've helped start this business. And I look now and they're doing really well. You know, they'll start doing signings for me and my signing service, and they get too busy for me because they're doing so well. And so that's just like, it's such a good feeling. I can't even verbalize it really, you know?
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah, I love that. I love that aspect. Right now, I'm zoning into California. California is just, for me and my business, that's just where I feel like I excel in the most. Like right now, I'm focused on California notarial law. Like I did some research and I found that a lot of notaries out here are really looking for state specific training. Because, you know, I should say we all, but a lot of us are loan signing agents and jump in and doing loan signings and do really well at it. And that was my story as well. But I was lacking on like knowing what my state specific laws were as a notary. And I realized like, oh, that's, you know, that's my primary function first and foremost. I really started diving more into that state specific law. And so now the training that I'm working on launching pretty soon is California state specific.
Good. Please send me that information. You know, I have a Facebook group, right? And it's like 14,000 people in there from all over.
Oh, okay. Is it
the 757 notaries?
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So once you have that, please let me be able to pass that information on. And that's my thing, is that I want everybody to win.
Yeah.
I've been doing, I started the mentorship program back in January. And when I counted the other day, because someone just asked me, it's been 191 people that's gone through it.
Wow. Congratulations. That's amazing.
It's been so good. It's been so
that's amazing.
I love helping these people, and then I love seeing them win. And then you know, I watch them, and then they start doing their own thing, and I'm like, let's go you. So
that's what's up.
That has been truly amazing. And then you know, one thing that I won't do, I will not teach you how to be a notary. I will straight up tell you what course I took to learn my general notary, because those laws can be technical. Those laws can be a lot. Yeah. And like I just, you know, and I download my handbook. Well, this is my second time doing it. I do it for the fiscal year here is for July 1. So I just downloaded it again, and I'm like reading through it and making sure that I understand it. And I'm just telling, you know, I tell other people like, look, this is the training I took for Virginia. To be a general, you know, to know my notary public laws, to understand all of this. Like, go take some training, get some education in your craft. I cannot teach you that handbook. But
it is crazy because a lot of notaries they're not diving into it. And so a lot of us want to be told what the law is and what it says and what, you know, so that's kind of how I'm formulating my training as well, because people aren't reading. You know what I'm saying? And the notarial law is you got to read it,
You gotta read it, yeah,
So,
yeah, and you gotta know it. Yeah, so I'm glad that you were definitely doing that. I've had a few people from California come through my training program, and I always tell them, that's like one of the first things I tell them: go follow her on YouTube, go follow her on Instagram, and keep it moving, because you're the person that I know. I try to like find somebody in every single state to be a resource. Like, look, I may not know the answer, but go ask this person.
Yeah,
So
exactly. It's important.
That is amazing. So a lot of they saying, what's the name of your signing service? How can they sign up?
Oh, yeah, it's the Notary Boss Network. And
wait, can we type it? Can you type it in?
Yeah, I'll drop the link. Can I type in here?
Yeah, you can type in there.
Oh,
You should be able to hit comments. Okay. And then I'll just copy and paste it into the Facebook group over there. But yep, so she's gonna drop that link. You might even see my little name pop through there. Yep. Yeah, because I still do. I have like favorite signing services. That I'll like. It's like, I think it's like 5 of them that I'll only do.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep all of it on the table. You know what I mean? That's my motto. I'll still go out and do a signing for a signing service. There's some, for sure. I'm not turning.
Yeah, I got 5 favorite.
Everybody's fair game.
Yes, and I love it. State laws. Let me see if I can get some more of these questions answered. Okay, yep. She said we did the full-time job. Do you have a Facebook group?
I do. I just started a Facebook group. I'm gonna drop that too.
Okay, you'll drop that in there too. Okay.
This is for California, so I'll drop my link, because right now the Facebook group I started is gonna be for the training course that I just mentioned, which is it's gonna be called California. It is called California Notary University .com. If you go to the website right now, you'll see my links for like right now I'm doing weekly webinars, which I call Wednesday webinars, and we talk about various different notarial law topics every Wednesday.
Okay.
I'll drop it so you guys can see, but
let's see.
Yeah, I do have a Facebook group.
All right, and I'm putting it here. There we go. That's for the signing service right there, y'all, in the comments. Lordy be Wisconsin, somebody in Wisconsin. Oh my gosh. They said they need to be trained by the best. Go for it. Go for it. Yo, the training realm, I definitely love it. I love seeing these people, flourish and grow. So you tell me, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. Let's see. Okay, so I still work. A lot of people ask me that, like, did you quit your job? No, I still work. So 5 years, I'm gonna be close to retirement. I'm 43, and so I told my husband, I work for the government, and they're not getting, they're getting the bare minimum for me, basically. So I'll be close to retirement during that time, and so what I'm really focusing on right now is just to making sure that I can get my business to where it's more like self-sufficient. Like I can back off a little bit is what I'm trying to say, because I'm getting to a stage in life where I want to be able to put people in position to continue to help my business flow and run every day, but I don't want to be as hands-on. And so that's still me continuing to work on some more that control, because that's just a huge part of it. I tried, what was that, last year I tried to hire an assistant, and that didn't work. So I want to be able to have some employees within the next 5 years, some people in position that are employed by my company to help run it, so that I'm not having my hands in everything. Like still right now, I'm still doing everything. I'm doing my marketing. I'm doing my social media. I'm doing just everything.
Touché.
So I would love to see that. That is my goal within the next 5 years, to have some employees, and I could be hands off. I want to, I don't think I'll be 100% hands off, but I want to be more hands off than I am now. I want to be able to, when I'm on vacation, not have like 2 laptops with me and not be the one, making sure everything's going well with my signing service. Like I want to be able to have an employee that's doing that, and I can literally be somewhere and not be on my laptop every
And
day.
be on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. That's amazing. And I thank you for saying it because I'm a one-man show too. So I always be wondering, like, are y'all doing this by yourself? Like, do y'all feel that pressure? Like, when I'm like, Lord, like even tonight, and I work once a week. I'm a nurse and I work once a week and I work a night shift when I do it. And I don't even do the full shift. The shift starts at 7 p.m. They know they can't get me until 11. But I take that one night, again, like you said, have the laptop. I got this laptop and I make my social media for the week. And that's what I do. It's like, okay, I got from 11 to 7, even though I got to, make sure these people okay. But it's not like at nighttime that they getting up or anything.
Right. I understand.
I'm like an adult babysitter until it's time for medicine. So I just sit there and I'm trying to make, I do use like Plannable or something so that I don't have to physically post.
Yeah.
But that's what I do that once a week, and I make all my social, and I'm like, y'all, and then so when people in the group, they be like, oh, I didn't see that post. I'd be like, do you know what it took? I'd be so mad.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy that you definitely said that, that you are the one that is still doing it. Cause I be feeling crazy. Like, am I supposed to be doing all of this? Am I doing this wrong? But
I think a lot of us are solopreneurs, but the end game and the end goal should be for that not to, it shouldn't be like that forever is what I'm saying,
Right. Well, that is amazing. Okay, so what would be your one tip that you would give to a new notary just starting out?
Be consistent. Consistency is a big one. And do something every day. Do something every day to grow your business. Even new season, whatever, that goes for me too. Like you need to be doing something every day. I talk to too many people that just do like they'll do one thing and then that's it.
Whoa, baby, you speaking my language. Do something every day. I say it I go live in that group and I tell them, y'all do something small for your business every single day. Stay consistent.
Because it's gonna come back. That's just the law of attraction. You put something out, it has to come back. So if you're doing something every single day, you're gonna see results. There's no way that you're doing something every day and you're not gonna see no results. It's not gonna happen. It's not possible.
Right. Who preach? Yes, that's what I say. I tell them, I'm like, even if it's something small, like one of my marketing things that I do for me is, I went on a Google search. I done Googled and made a document of all these title companies. I'm pretty sure I don't have them all, but I have a lot. And every day I have postcards and I send 5 every single day. I go to the we have little blue mailboxes right outside my apartment complex and I drop 5 off. Okay. If that's the only thing that I'm doing, and it's just a postcard and it doesn't matter, a lot of people, they go, well, I live in this state. I've had people call me from, hey, I got your postcard. I'm in Texas. I have a signing in Virginia. I've had them call me from all over the place. And they go, well, where did you get your list from? Google.
Wow.
I literally type in the Google search bar. Title companies in San Diego, title companies here. And then I just compile my list. I mean, a few of them may come back, they may have closed or that's no longer the address, but a stamp is only 40 cents.
Right.
So, I just do every single day, 7 days a week. I mail out 5 postcards.
That's amazing.
And that's my one thing that I do for my business every single day that's consistent. I mean, I do a whole bunch of 101 other things, but that's my one like marketing, because of course we all want to have more direct clients.
Right.
And that's how, I'm with the same ones that everybody else is with, the national ones, the ones that we all sign up with,
right,
or whatever. But I've been able to connect with a lot of realtors. I've been able to connect with a lot of attorneys, all types of people by mailing that postcard. And I do it by the seasons. Like at Christmas time, I went and took pictures with Santa Claus. And I have a sign that says # Ebony's Mobile Notary and had Santa Claus hold it up. So for the month of December, All of my postcards were Christmas.
That's
At
cute.
Easter time, I did the Easter bunny, you know, and people like, oh, that's so corny. I'm like, yo, it's the best thing that I could have ever done.
It's working.
It works.
Yeah.
And that's, you just have to stay thinking outside the box in this business. Man, and I don't know where I'm going to be at in 5 years. As far as, you know, I like the coaching aspect. You know, sometimes I do get a little discouraged with, you know, talking to people, or either sometimes I'm like, well, dang, ain't nobody really signed up. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be doing this, or either, you know, and then it'll be like, well, I'm not going to do it no more. And then I'll have like 4 people contact me and say, Ebony, hey, we had one-on-one coaching calls 3 months ago. I didn't listen then, but now I'm listening, and now it's working. And then I'd be like, okay, you're supposed to be doing this. This is you doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And then I'm just getting into just expanding. Like you said, you've been buying properties. That's one of my goals, is I want to buy a piece of land. I want to put houses on this piece of land to help single moms. But I know that my notary business has to allow me to do that. You know, it's going to be my stepping stone. But is that going to expand into a signing service? Does that mean that I'm going to coach and do this? You know, how am I going to do it to make it expand to get to the ultimate goal?
Right.
So that's really, I'm so happy that you're doing some amazing things in California. Like I said, I've been watching you from the beginning, and one day I was watching you. What did you do? I was watching you, and somebody called that was a notary, and I'm like just talking about you. Now, mind you, this was December of 2020 is when I'm watching you, and I'm just talking. I'm like, yo, I gotta go. Like, it was like you were talking back to me, but you weren't, because I'm watching YouTube, obviously. But they're like, who is this? And so then, of course, I shared who you were, and then now they follow you, and they're doing great, and they signings and whatnot.
That's
so
amazing.
You do some amazing things out there. Please keep it up. I put the name of her signing company in the chat. So, yep, Miss Jessica, it's all in the comments right there on Facebook. So scroll through those comments. But you definitely impacted my journey. You definitely motivate me to keep going and do bigger things. So I thank you for that. I cannot wait to see you again. I'm
excited.
How far is where are we going? San Diego? How far is San Diego from where you are?
So San Diego is in Southern California. I'm in Northern California. So on the plane, it's like an hour. It's like an hour plane ride. If you were to drive, it's like 8-hour drive.
Got you.
Yeah. San Diego is like close to LA, like Los Angeles. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I know I get there, I think Wednesday, and I leave on Monday.
It's absolutely beautiful. San Diego is one of my favorite cities. It's beautiful. The beaches are beautiful. You're gonna love it. I love San Diego. Man. The food is bomb. It's a lot of good food there. It's by the water, so it's a lot of good seafood and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's pretty. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm working on putting together something. I'm not sure what it's going to be.
Okay.
But I'll definitely keep you in the loop. And like I said, I thank you. You showed up. I was like, she came to my event.
Yeah, I love connecting with people for sure. I like the energy, you know, I like good energy. I'll say that. So, you know, I like connecting with people with good energy. That always just feels like a blessing to me. So, I'm excited. I'm excited about August, about the conference. Same thing. I like the energy there. It's motivating and motivates you, because like you were just saying, like sometimes you get a little discouraged, you know, or you might have a day where you're like, I have those days too. Like, should I be doing this? Or, you know, so that kind of re-energizes you when you're in that environment with that energy. So I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. Like that conference changed the trajectory of my business. Like that's when, you know, once I was really to see, you know, I was so new and green. So once I was really able to see, like, these title companies was like, yeah, we're looking for notaries.
Yeah.
We, you know, we want to work with you.
Yeah.
And, you know, and they just gave what their expectations were. Game changer. I came back and I just went with everything that I learned. And I was like, from that point on, I gotta go every single
Yeah.
meeting. I've got to be there.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I am not going to keep you because, of course, I got to go to work tonight.
Okay. Girl.
All right. Let me just see if we got any more questions in here. Somebody asked, are you buying wholesale properties? Any suggestions?
I've never purchased wholesale. I've heard about wholesaling, but yeah, I don't know enough about to speak on it.
All right.
All the properties I purchased have been either like the properties I live in or I have rental property. I do have some land that was passed down to me from family in Louisiana. We haven't really done anything with it yet. It's just kind of bare. But that reminded me what you were just talking about. But we kind of been brainstorming, me and my brother, like, what we gonna do with this land? But yeah, I've heard about wholesaling, but no, I just buy like conventional, with a conventional loan and have a rental or the house we lived in and sold, we bought and sold.
Okay. Okay. Yes, I do be trying to be killing it at the marketing. Y'all know I go hard for my marketing. All right. Well, I thank you again. Keep doing what you're doing. Hopefully, I'm going to make sure that I repost all of this information to let the people know, California notaries. Here is your resource. Here's a Facebook group, coaching, everything that you have to offer. You guys, she got a merch store, Notary Boss. Get you guys' merch.
Oh yeah, I'll drop that as well.
Yeah, drop that one too. Yes, get all of that. I think I got a mug. I know I like when you first dropped it off, I was like, yes, I'm buying.
Thank you for your support. I appreciate that.
Yes. So let me get that. I'm gonna drop that in the comments. Let's see. And we is gonna they're going for the merch. That's one group. There we go for the second one. Yes, but thank you. I appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing. I wish you nothing but success and love. And yes, we gotta connect.
Yes, for sure. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud to see everything that you're doing. Definitely keep it up. It's encouraging. It really is.
Thank you. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to call it a night. My name is Ebony, CEO of Ebony's Mobile Notary, founder of 757 Notary Sisters, hanging out with my friend D'Signs. I'm going to let you go ahead and tell them all, outro yourself out, and we're going to get out of here.
All right, you guys, have a good weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all later. You can catch me. All my socials are dropped, so I'm sure you're gonna post them. I don't know if everybody can see, but I'm sure
they can see them. Yep.
You guys can always find me on social media. I'm there every day doing something. So I'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.